Hi. This is Channel 6 by 9 Storyteller on my channel. The best stories that happened in life with people are collected. I wish you a pleasant viewing. I stalked my middle school teacher. There was this teacher I had an obsessive crush on when I was in middle school. To protect her identity, I'm going to call her Ms. Mallory. It all started in the 7th grade when I was in big LA and social studies classes. The school sent me to smaller LA and social studies classes that were taught by Ms. Mallory for some reason. At first I was not thrilled going to a smaller class, and I was not thrilled about Ms. Mallory being my teacher either. But after a few weeks, I began to notice how beautiful she was, and I started to develop a tiny crush on her. Another few weeks passed by, and before social studies began, I was upset because some girls in my gym class that talked harsh to me. She noticed I was sad, and she went out into the hallways to talk to me about it. After I explained what happened, she comforted me saying I was one of her favorite students. Then she hugged me, and that made my crush on her grow even larger. From that day on, I was excited to see Ms. Mallory every school day. During the fall and winter, she would often wear tight dresses and sweater dresses with knee-length boots, and that would often give me an erection. Every time I was done seeing her for the day, I would hug her and she said to me, and I quote, "I love you to pieces." I was very disappointed whenever she was absent from school. The next school year, I entered the 8th grade, and even though Ms. Mallory wasn't my teacher anymore, I still stopped by her classroom to say hi to her. However, it got out of hand. There were times where I would lie to my 8th grade teacher and ask if I could go to the bathroom when in reality, I would sneak to outside of Ms. Mallory's classroom and peek through her classroom door window. Long story short, I was eventually caught, and I was told by administration to stay away from her. But of course, being a middle schooler, I disobeyed the administration and still found ways to stalk her. I'd pretend to run into her in the hall so that I could talk to her. Whenever it was my lunch period, she would go out to eat and return to the school, and I would try to chase her down to see her. To make matters worse, they had to put faculty and staff in the hall so that they could keep an eye on me, and that she could be safe. On the last day of school, I wanted to go see her and tell her goodbye, but I changed my mind because I didn't think that she would want to see me after what I did to her. As of today, I'm 20 years old, and I have regretted what I did ever since I left middle school. If Ms. Mallory even considered getting a restraining order against me, I don't blame her. If I was in her position, I would have done the same thing.